I'm Joan London. Welcome to DirecTV Hometown Heroes, a show about our subscribers from all over the country who perform extraordinary acts of kindness and courage every day. Tonight, the story of a Seattle man who honors fallen American troops in a unique and powerful way.
Does it ever get to be too much?
Sure. That's when I cry.
This is DirecTV Hometown Heroes.
People get ready, there's a train coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. All you need is faith to hear that diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just get on board.
Tonight's first story truly is extraordinary. 4 years ago, the man that you're about to meet began drawing portraits of every American soldier who died in Iraq and Afghanistan. Correspondent Grant Goodeve introduces us to this gifted artist as we watch him create his portraits of honor.
It's peaceful and beautiful here in Puget Sound, and it's easy to forget that half a world away, America is still at war, and American soldiers are losing their lives every day. That unrelenting death toll reawakened something in Vietnam vet and local artist Mike Regan.
When Mike Regan was 18 years old, he enlisted in the Marines and was sent to the front line in Vietnam.
Well, it was life-changing. I think what it did is it went over as a kid. We all did. Came back as a grown man.
Mike says Vietnam stole his youth and made him bury all of his feelings, good and bad.
It changed me in a way that it kept me from going to a certain place people who don't fight in war go to.
After the war, Mike found an escape. He built a successful career as a portrait artist, drawing everybody from Sinatra to Muhammad Ali.
I think I've done nearly 2,000 celebrity portraits. I did the Pope's portrait and the presidents and Gorbachev and Begin and Thatcher and a lot of stars. Those were my career.
But one day in 2004, everything changed. After a TV appearance, Mike got an email from the widow of an Iraq War veteran.
I think that your artwork is amazing. I would like to know if you're able to draw a picture of my Michael. I will pay whatever the cost and wait as long as I need to. So I wrote her back right away and I said, being a combat veteran myself, I couldn't charge. Just send me the picture. And so I did this portrait, out of my heart and sent it to her. She called me to tell me how significant it was towards her healing. I turned to my wife and I said, we need to do them all. Not sure how we're going to do that, but we're going to do them all.
After that day, Mike committed his life to drawing portraits of every U.S. soldier who died at war. The word spread among the Gold Star families who'd lost loved ones. And soon, Mike was spending 7 days a week in his studio, pencil in hand, a picture of one of America's departed sons or daughters nearby.
Every time I start one of the portraits, I always start the same way. I have to create those eyes first because I need to create life in the picture. That's what the eyes do. The families look into those eyes and everything they ever felt for that young man or woman is back.
Over the last 3 years, Mike has drawn more than 800 portraits of fallen American troops.
I do 2 a day. I spend 12 to 15 hours a day on portraits.
Mike describes his work as a calling. If his drawings help a family keep a loved one's memory alive, he's done his job. His latest portrait is Anthony Melia, a 20-year-old from Thousand Oaks, California, who was hit by a random bullet in Anbar Province.
My son was a hero in my heart from day one.
He had this certain something that, just drew people to him, and he loved people.
I could literally sit back, even when he was a child, and watch him work a room. Wherever he went, it just shined as bright as as you could ever imagine.
Like Mike Regan, Anthony enlisted in the Marine Corps when he was still in his teens.
He thought the Marines were the best of the best, and he always wanted to be the best at what he did.
When he got out of the service, Anthony was looking forward to getting married, perhaps to a woman as supportive as Mike's wife, Cheryl.
I really try to keep the calm in the house. I keep things at an even keel so that he can function and be comfortable and be able to do his work.
I put a lot of emotion into these pictures. I stare into the eyes of these fallen heroes, men and women, for hours and sometimes days. I'm looking into the face of somebody who gave their life for me and my country. It's incredible to think that people know they can die and still volunteer to go do something. It's the most amazing thing that I can even fathom. This person paid that price. So did their family.
Does it ever get to be too much?
Sure. That's when I cry. That's when I go for a walk.
I know he can take it because I know his fortitude. I mean, he's a very strong person. Yeah, there's times that he's crying, or, you know, we have a lot of hugs in this house.
This is the most intense emotional thing I've ever done in my life. It's the most important thing I've ever done in my life, and I figure I'll be doing it for the rest of my life. 760 drawings, 760 families I've been involved with, 760 different stories of death. You know, it's odd to look at a portrait and say, I can tell you all about that guy. I don't know how I'm doing that, but I've made a promise to the families I'll never forget, and I'm being able to keep that promise.
Most of the time, Mike never gets to meet the families of the soldiers he draws. But this time, he's hand-delivering his finished portrait of Anthony to his family and closest friends in Southern California.
How are you? I'm Mike Regan.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
Hug.
You bet. Anything
So
I do
much
for hugs,
about
dear.
you.
I love hugs. Hug.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
When I started this project, I was always hesitant to want to meet the families. But this is the most important thing I've ever done in my life. And so what I want to do is I just want to give you this.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
He was just an amazing soul, and he loved what he did. He loved his family with such great passion.
I could tell. This is about love and respect. There's no politics here. This is not left or right, red, blue, pro or con. This is all about love and respect, and that's it.
Mike says that fighting in Vietnam dulled his ability to feel anything, but his Fallen Heroes project has helped him heal.
I'm trying to tell a bunch of people I don't know that I love them and I want them to hear it, and they're hearing it. When I hear back from them that they understood that, then there's a huge amount of joy in my heart.
I will never be able to thank you enough for giving him to us forever.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you again.
Yep, you bet.
Thank you so much. God bless you for this. I mean, it's just amazing that here's a perfect stranger that is going to give us a gift that is second to none. Nothing that we can ever repay him for in any way. To have your son's eyes, his face, the incredible smile. I can't tell you what it means. It's just super special.
By later this year, Mike will have completed nearly 1,200 portraits of honor in his Seattle studio. His unwavering commitment to American servicemen makes Michael Regan a DirecTV hometown hero.